Well, good evening, folks. Tonight ain't going to be like one of our normal shows here. In fact, it's going to be a very abnormal show tonight. Here comes number one, going in the can or down the pan or in the pot or whatever they say in recording terminology. So here we go. Never been to school, I've never been to college. Sooner be dead than stuff me head with a load of useless knowledge. I never couldn't see no point in history, 'cause I weren't there, so I don't care. So don't tell I, telly. Don't tell I, telly. That's my philosophy. When folks do cuss and start a fuss, don't tell I, telly. Young Sarah Jones one day got in the family way. Her father come with a great big gun, said you'll have to pay. He chased I up a tree. I hollered, leave I be. I happen to know 'twere old Fred Snow, so don't blame I, blame me. Don't tell I, telly. That's my philosophy. When folks do swear and clear their air, don't tell I, telly. I took a ride one night, a PC hove inside. He made it up because I'd got no brakes, no bell, no light. I'll sling the buckety, that copper said with glee. I said, sling all you like, 'tis your dad's bike, so don't tell I, telly. Don't tell I, telly. That's my philosophy. When folks do fuss and start a cuss, don't tell I, telly. I got a lift to town from good old Farmer Brown in a 10-ton truck with a load of muck. When he set us down, a drink we did agree it would be good for we. The barmaid rose, she held her nose. I said, don't smell I, smelly. Don't tell I, telly. That's my philosophy. When folks do swear and tear their hair, don't tell I, telly. Then clever stuff. Oop, no vicar came along. He said, you know 'tis wrong. You gets tied on a Friday night. I answered he real strong. Now, parson, you'll agree, the Lord created me, and I'm afraid 'tis how I'm made. So don't tell I, telly. Yeah. Really, house train the lot. Shouldn't let them stand too near your beer though, mate. I'll tell you what we're going to carry on now. We're very up to date now because we're going to do a number of... You notice Gaffer's got the Wurzels phone there, so I should watch out down the front, mind. You might get a spray in for nothing. Well, this is one of the songs from Oliver, and it's called Oom Pah Pah. Well, he's the wizard of Oom Pah Pah here. And of course, you probably know that this is from the original story by Charles Dickens. Of course, old Reg here, he's a bit of a Dickensian character.
Who am I, from Pickwick?
No, I was thinking more of you, Royal Heap. No, it's you hear him parp away on this one, so we ought to clear the front deck for this. All right. He got a bit of obstruction in his tubes. Anybody got a tin of Andrews? Is there a plumber in the house? Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, then. Let's try her again, then. Oom Pah Pah, that's how it goes. Oom Pah Pah, everyone knows. They all suppose what they want to suppose when they hear Oom Pah Pah. There's a little ditty they're singing in the city whenever they've been on the gin or the beer. Use your imagination, and if you got the patience, then you'll hear exactly what you want to hear. Oom Pah Pah, that's how it goes. Oom Pah Pah, everyone knows. They all suppose what they want to suppose. when they hear Pah Pah. Little Percy's not glassy, often takes the odd glass, but never when he thought anybody could see. Secretly buy it and drink it on the quiet and dream. He was an earl with a girl on each knee. Pah Pah, that's how it goes. Pah Pah, everyone knows. What is the cause of his bright shiny nose? Can it be Pah Pah? Pretty ankles to all of the men. They could see her garters, but not for free and gratis. An inch or two, and then she knew when to say when. Pah Pah, that's how it goes. Pah Pah, everyone knows. Whether it's hidden or whether it shows, it's the same Pah Pah. German things, that, innit? You know, you could almost imagine you was led in the old beer cellar there with your foot up on your stein. Well, now we come to our another bit of an horticultural number. Now, this number we done on the BBC the other day, actually. And when Jimmy Young heard it, he hung up. When Dave Cash heard it, he cashed up. Percy Thrower didn't like it very much either. From the city many months ago, sold most everything and it gave me quite a stake, you know. I bought myself a section of the finest farming land, but how they make a fortune, sure I don't understand. I bought new machinery, very best of seeds. I'm always buying new parts and new crop is weeds. The weasels took me chicken, while pastures killed me cow. The wife gone home to mother and swine fevers took me sow. I'm a poor farmer, what am I gonna do? A poor farmer, full of rabbit stew. A poor farmer, always on the go, trying to get me power put up before the snow. All the rabbits eat me garden, the hares to call me wheat. It seems like working round the clock, I'm really getting beat. Grasshoppers came the other day, just like a million goats. Before I knew just what to do, they cut down all the oats. So I loaded up with grass seeds, headed off to town. Seemed that every mile I went, the price kept coming down, allowing for the stoppage and the income tax. When time came to settle up, I owed them for the sacks. I'm a poor farmer, what am I gonna do? A poor farmer, full of rabbit stew. A poor farmer, always on the go, trying to get me power put up before the snow. Oh, I woke up this morning feeling mighty low. Gazed upon the potato field all covered up with snow. First me wheat and then me oats, and now me spuds are gone. There's nothing in the grub box, how can I carry on? But I still got me freedom, credit rating's high. Don't have to pack no lunch box or heed the whistles cry. I'll always be a farmer, don't care about a thing. And if I can get the tractor fixed, I'll come back in the spring. I'm a poor farmer, what am I gonna do? A poor farmer, full of rabbit stew. A poor farmer, always on the go, trying to get me power put up before the snow. I'm a poor farmer, what am I gonna do? A poor farmer, full of rabbit stew. A poor tears to the eyes, don't it? Didn't mind, I was stood very near the reg that time. I like that Spanish act that was on earlier. Reminded me of the time when I was in Spain. Of course, you know, in Spain they got bullfighting and all that. I'll tell you a story about Reg, actually. He got charged by an old cow the other night. Down in Weston High Street. Oh, here we go. This is going pretty well, actually. We have had no bricks through the window or anything yet tonight. For all you who don't know, it really happened. The royal consort he began to shout. Chitterling, 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 chitterling is all I crave. Fill me up with chitterling, think of all the cash you'll save. You can do Irish stew, garden blue, stuff it where you stuff your fancy shoes. You can buy it soft or hard, by the pound or by the yard. Chitterling's the stuff to give the truth. When Willie Shakespeare wrote his famous Taming of the Shrew, he couldn't sleep at night, stayed awake by candlelight. He chewed his pen and burnt the midnight oil to no avail, for no could save him from his sorry plight. When suddenly he heard a knock when going to retire, it was his sweetheart Annie Hathaway. Oh, well, she said, I've come to give you all that you desire. And with his eyes lit up as he did say, chitterling, 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 chitterling is all I crave. Fill me up with chitterling, think of all the cash you'll save. You can do Irish stew, corn and blue, stuff it where you stuff your fancy suits. You can buy it soft or hard, by the pound or by the yard. Chitterling's the stuff to give the truth. On the 5th day of November, back in 1605, a stealthy figure went to the House of Parliament. Beneath his cloak he carried a great barrel in his hand. It was Guy Fawkes that night on mischief bent. A soldier of the Royal Guard said, oh, what's this here? Spying off the barrel neath his cloak. Pray tell me, sire, what's in that cask? I'm sure it can't be beer. Old Guy took off his hat and softly spoke. Chitterling, 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 chitterling is all I crave. Fill me up with chitterling, think of all the cash you'll save. You can do Irish stew, corn and blue, stuff it where you stuff your fancy suits. You can buy it soft or hard, by the pound or by the yard. Chitterling's the stuff to give the truth. All together! Chitterling, 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 chitterling is all I crave. Fill me up with chitterling, think of all the cash you'll save. You can do Irish stew, corn and blue, stuff it where you stuff your fancy suits. You can buy it soft or hard, by the pound or by the yard. number, I think I'd better warn you also, is one you've all heard before. So we don't want the common version of it. The commonly known version, I meant. The Threshing Machine. You all know that, don't you? Yeah, I know. Okay then. All right, everybody know this. I'm done. Now I farmed in Congsbury when I were a boy. According of Rose, she were my pride and joy. Now Rosie was pretty and just 17 when I showed her the works of me threshing machine. Threshing machine, threshing machine. I showed her the works of my threshing machine. She told me that she were a much-traveled girl, seen faces, been places all over the world, but there was one sight that her eyes never seen, a vertical piston-drive threshing machine. Threshing machine, threshing machine, a vertical piston-drive threshing machine. We went to the barn and I took her inside and said, if you're good, I might give you a ride. It stood there all sparkling and shiny and clean. She said, that's what I call a threshing machine. Threshing machine, threshing machine. That's what I call a threshing machine. She asked me to demonstrate how the thing worked. So I let out the clutch, the machine went berserk. You couldn't see naught for the smoke and the steam when I started revving me threshing machine. Threshing machine, threshing machine. When I started revving my threshing machine. When I said Rose could drive it for better or worse, the whole dang contraption went into reverse. The camshaft seized up, well, you know what I mean. And that was the end of me threshing machine. Threshing machine, threshing machine. And that was the end of my threshing machine. Well, we got a very agricultural aria for our next number. And it's not one of our numbers, actually. It's an old number, which I believe it was George Formby used to sing it. I can just about remember it. You know, I gotta say that, am I? But he echoed the sentiments of many of us in finding ourselves up there in the big city. You ever been up there in the big city? I'm talking about Clevedon now, Mike. Walking around there, you ever thought to yourself, I wish I was home? Well, this is what this song's all about. The homesick cry of a Somerset wanderer. And it's called, I Wish I Were Back on the Farm. Wish I were back on the farm. Oh, I wish I were back on the farm. If you want to learn your lesson, then hear what I'm confessing. Oh, I wish I were back on the farm. Now I was just a hayseed with a straw stuck in me mouth. I packed me bag and took a train heading for the south. I wandered through the city streets, 'cause everything were new. But all the coppers moved me on, and the girls, they moved me too. Oh, I wish I were back on the farm. Wish I were back on the farm, where the bulls don't put it over, and the cows stay in the clover. Oh, I wish I were back on the farm. A pretty girl came up to I, we began to chat. She said she'd do I somewhat nice if I went to her flat. I said I'd like a cup of tea. She seemed to think it odd, for just when it was time to go, she charged I 30 bob. Oh, I wish I were back on the farm. I wish I were back on the farm, where there's fun and plenty of it, and it isn't done for profit. Oh, I wish I were back on the farm. Now I went into a nightclub where a lady did a dance. She'd nothing on but pigeons, and the rest she left to chance. She didn't seem to find the cold, the birds knew where to stay. I clapped my hands and hollered out, but they would not fly away. Oh, I wish she were back on the farm. Now I wish she were back on the farm. She'd have nothing on whatever, 'cause our pigeons ain't so clever. Oh, I wish she were back on the farm. She'd have nothing on whatever, 'cause our pigeons ain't so clever. Oh, I wish she were back on the farm. Well, here we are. Here's the Wurzels again. Look at them. They look bad, they smell bad, and by golly, they be bad. I gotta be careful tonight, swinging me old Wurzel stick about. Know what happened to the last banjo player I had? Can't half sing the I notes all right now, though. Well, ladies and gents, we'd like to go on now with a number which also you may have heard before in your youth, known as We're Off to See the Wild West Show. One who sings best will be awarded a week's free holiday in Severn Beach. And the one who loses will be awarded 2 weeks holiday in Severn Beach. We're off to see the Wild West Show, the elephant and the kangaroo. Bring along your mother, your sister and your brother. We're off to see the Wild West Show. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Bly-Bly bird. The Bly-Bly bird, fantastic! The Bly-Bly bird lives in the North Pole and flies around all day saying, "Bly, bly, blimey, it's cold up here." And we're off to see the Wild West Show, the elephant and the kangaroo. Bring along your mother, your sister and your brother. We're off to see the Wild West Show. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at great expense, the Hilawi tribe. The Hilawi tribe, fantastic! The Hilawi tribe are pygmies who live in the tall grasslands of Africa and run around all day shouting, "Well, Hilawi, well, Hilawi!" And we're off to see the Wild West Show, the elephant and the kangaroo. Bring along your mother, your sister and your brother. We're off to see the Wild West Show. And next, ladies and gentlemen, we bring you the Laughing Hyena. The Laughing Hyena! Fantastic! The Laughing Hyena only sees his girlfriend once a year. And it's tonight! And we're off to see the Wild West Show, the elephant and the kangaroo. Bring along your mother, your sister and your brother. We're off to see the Wild West Show. And now roll up for the Umitail bird. Umitail bird, fantastic! The Umitail bird has no legs, and when he comes into land, he can be heard saying, "Umitail, Umitail, Umitail!" And we're off to see the Wild West Show, the elephant and the kangaroo. Bring along your brother, your sister and your mother. We're off to see the Wild West Show. While we're my boys are getting ready for this, I think I ought to tell you about old Reg. Probably a lot of you don't realise, but old Reg used to run a bit of a pig farm on his own. And he used to have a contract with all the nightclubs around here to collect their swill. Oh, pigs didn't do very well, but Reg lived like a lord. Anyway, we're all sort of raring to go in this second half. I mean, there's old Tommy here tonight. He's full of beans. No doubt we shall be hearing from him later. We've got one or two Noe in here tonight, Tom, I think. Last night I had an awful vision. Country went on prohibition. Lemonade, water, coffee, and tea. Not a drop of cider, see. Then a little Wurzel man appeared. 3 foot tall with a 4-foot beard. I've come to grant you a wish, said he, but only one, what will it be? I'd love to swim in the cider sea, breaststroke or dive in the cider sea, butterfly, backstroke, American crow. It don't matter, I can't swim at all. Full to the gills, with 5 squirts and gills, off the cider sea. Now here's one thing I'd like to say, before they carry me away. Cider be the stuff for I, that is why you'll hear me cry. If you see me in trouble, don't send out a boat in a sea full of cider who wants to float. And if I go down for the 3rd time, don't cry. Oh, what a marvelous way to die. Full to the gills with 5 squirts and gills of the cider sea. I'd be content to splash and play in the waves that romp all day. So take me out and turn me loose in a sea of apple juice. I'd love to swim in the cider sea, breaststroke or dive in the cider sea, butterfly, backstroke, American crow. It don't matter, I can't swim at all. Over the gills with 5 squirts and gills of the cider sea. Now there's one thing I miss the most, not scrambled eggs or beans on toast, but cider, cider, cider be all the world to me. I love to swim in the cider sea, breaststroke and dive in the cider sea, butterfly, backstroke, American crow. It don't matter, I can't swim at all. Over the gills with 5 squirts and gills of the cider sea. Over the gills with 5 squirts and gills of the cider sea. Well, here we go then. Everybody ready for the old faggot song? So you've all got the thing in front of you. You can, as you can see, it says faggots is the stuff in it. You and me, we both agree, faggots make ye healthy. Well, old Henry got his Wurzel phone and he looks healthy, don't he? Actually, I'll tell you a tale about Henry. I got to step well out the way of him. He don't have splash when he gets excited. No, but trouble with old Henry, his best friends have never told him. No, it's true. I mean, that Wurzel phone is terrible. We was going home the other night from a job and the copper stopped us and Henry was driving. And this policeman said, would you like to blow in this little bag, sir? So we had to blow in the little bag. Crystals never change colour, but the copper turned green. Good King Wenceslas last looked out, as good kings often do. Said, bring me bread and bring me wine, bring me Irish stew. But his page said, that ain't clever, you've missed the best meal ever. I'll tell you what you asked for, and I'll have a plateful too. You and me, we both agree, faggots make you healthy. Buy a Gertie, 'cause they come quite cheap, no need to be wealthy. If you think that's not enough, try a few peas and a pint of rough. If you're thin or if you're fat, you'll up about like an old tomcat. There's no doubt in folks is shouting, faggots is the stuff. What did Julius Caesar say when he touched the British shore? Or Napoleon tell Josephine behind the bedroom door? She said, now stop your playing, for I know what you're saying. Same as Mr. Gladstone said in 1864. You and me both agree, faggots make you healthy. Buy a Gertie, 'cause they come quite cheap, no need to be wealthy. If you think that's not enough, try a few peas and a pint of rough. If you're thin or if you're fat, you'll up about like an old tomcat. There's no doubt in folks is shouting, faggots is the stuff. I like some more in Singapore with pickles, cheese and ham. And we Blackpool Rock down in Bangkok is the pride of old Siam. And the natives in Calcutta mop 'em up with bread and butter. And at 2:30 in Timbuktu they take 'em straight with strawberry jam. You and me both agree, faggots make you healthy. Buy a Gertie, 'cause they come quite cheap, no need to be wealthy. If you think that's not enough, try a few peas and a pint of rough. If you're thin or if you're fat, you'll up about like an old tomcat. There's no doubt in folks is shouting, faggots is the stuff. Well, old Reg has gone to water the Wurzel plants a minute. Actually, I'll tell you about the next song we're going to do in a minute. It's a bit different than the usual Wurzel thing. It's one I done for the Bristol Old Vic a few months ago. And it's all about Bristol, so I better take my hat off to do that. So, look up my Bristol phrase book a minute. When old Reg comes back, he's having a bit of trouble, I think, Reg. Told him that last pint was one too many. I thought he always danced like that, too. Right, now this is all about Bristol. Got to be sung in Bristol language. And it's the old Bristol motto they used to have scrawled on the sides of the buses. They got something else scrawled there now. Virtute Et Industrial. Right, oh Dan, Virtute Et Industrial. Now we be Bristol kiddies, oh we comes from Bristol City, where all the boys is handsome and all the girls is pretty. We proud of our own town, it never gets we down, and we got a little motto that we sings up Bedminster down. Oh, Virtute Et Industrial, 3 cheers for no Wurzels. If the city don't win Saturday, perhaps the Rovers will. Virtute Et Industrial, shout it to the neighbour. Virtute Et Industrial, and CD down the labour. Now praise the city fathers, 'cause they knows what they've doing. Don't listen to they moaners who says we've going to ruin. They talks of Portbury, but I ain't kidding thee. Who wants stocks when all day lots on the lavatories be free? Virtute Et Industrial, long live all the brewers. Build more pubs and betting shops, don't spend the cash on sewers. Virtute Et Industrial, let's have another drink. Virtute Et Industrial, and never mind the stink. Now we be living well, bad times is in the the distance. We lives it up like hell on the national assistance. Take that we desert to do a bit of work. But if they could live without it, then who'd be such a bird? Oh, Virtute Et Industrial, we be some sober people. Bristol's like a girt big church, we 1,000-foot glass steeple. Virtute Et Industrial, no drunks is ever seen. Yeah, Virtute Et Industrial, well, these know what I mean. Let progress be our watchword. Hooray for all-day planners. They keeps the traffic moving and never minds the tanners. From Lawsgate, Beacus tear off to Paris now by air. But the buses down Old Market's enough to make me swear. Oh, Virtute Et Industrial, Cardiff's now much nearer. They'm gonna print the Evening Post in Welsh to make things queerer. Virtute Et Industrial, sing Nostar Yaida. Virtute Et Industrial, was think called VOA. With one-way streets and flyovers, we know which way we're facing. Us seen our brand new bridge up there in Cumberland Basin. Ha! The cars goes by like thunder, and up and round and under. Just where they goes, nobody knows. Tain't no bleeding wonder. Oh, Virtute Et Industrial, our town will last forever. If we can't build the Concorde, we'll buy on the Never. Virtute Et Industrial, who got 10 million quid? Virtute Et Industrial, well, dirty bis then, kid. Oh, the best of Bristol luck to the Mayor Corporation. Just come back from France, a credit to the nation. Mining keep it dark, they says the old town clerk. Brought back they Follies burgeries in exchange for Ashton Park. Oh, Virtute Et Industrial, up the Downs on Sunday. We spent the rent on Saturday, down Nelson Street on Monday. Virtute Et Industrial, made Bristol never fail. Virtute Et Industrial, here we are not there. Thank you very much, thank you very much. This next number, I think we done it last time we were in Cabaret at the Webington. A few people might remember it, because we always get this sort of criticism every time we do a show. They say, why don't you do any real folk music? So we dug up a very old thing from on top of Mendy. I ain't talking about Reg now. Now, this is a song, it's so old, we didn't have a title for it. Now, I wanted to call it A Cider Drinker's Farewell to His Guts. But the BBC didn't like that. They thought it wouldn't go down too well on Listen with Mother. So we sort of compromised and called it the Wurple-Diddle-I-Do Song. Now, usually we offer all over the stage in this, but I don't think we can tonight very well. We got to sort of hem it in a bit. Actually, there's marvelous words in the chorus of this. I won't tell them to you. You just pick them up as they go along. Fair. Rumper-lider-I-dumper-I-do. Rumper-lider-I-do. Rumper-lider-I-dumper-I-do. Rumper-lider-I-do-der-die. Rumper-lider-I-do-der-I-do. Where-but-der-lider-I-do. Rumper-lider-I-dumper-I-do. Rumper-lider-I-do. Here's Red, he's gonna have a go now. See what he can do. Rumper-lider-I-dumper-I-do. Here's that your Tommy. He's going to have a go now. See what he can do. Sweet. Wake up, Henry. It's your turn now. Come on, get up there. Actually, folks, this is the end. We've recorded all the numbers. You've been very good tonight. I mean, we've got to get out of here by 12 o'clock, or else Reg will change into a pumpkin anyway. So we like to thank the drummer man who's been so good to us tonight. We'd like to thank... We'd like to thank the founders of the feast, Columbia Records, EMI Limited, England, Great Britain. And also, there's too many guests here to enumerate by name tonight, but there's a hell of a lot of them. And if they drink like they usually do, he must be taking a bomb behind the bar.